right? This is what I mean when I say this, right? Look at this. Look at this. They've been hiding all of our last names been on some of these roads. Like we can't even. I tried to pull up a microfilm. They wouldn't even let me see it. I'm trying to see my people in the Wyandotte Indian roads. They wouldn't even let me see it. You know what I'm saying? Like we are in these roles. They just hiding some of them where our last name is on it. They don't want to show us. So like, look at this, right? Bill Early, Hugh Early, Maud Early, Nellie Early, Preston Early, Sophie Early, Susanna Early, Zora Early, Dora Early, Dovey Early. Like who has a name like Dovey? And like this is the thing, right? You know, like you find your last name on some of these roles, it's difficult. You know what I'm saying? Like you see right here, it says BB means by blood. You know what I'm saying? So when you see your last name and it says by blood, you know, like, and you see it's on there, you have heirship and you also have claim to anything that deals with Cherokee, Choctaw, Creek. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling y'all earlier, I found my people name on the Wyandotte roads and they wouldn't even let me see it. But ChatGPT has been a gem. I'm talking about ChatGPT telling people like your people here, your people there. They letting us know like we are actually on these roads. So that's what I'm happy about, right? But like this is what I also want to say, right? They're gonna make sure like when you're finding who you are out, you finding all this information out, and it's becoming apparent to them, like they got to do something about it, right? They're gonna try to, oh, you know what I'm saying? Let's bring up this, right? Or let's bring up that. They're gonna try to stop you from going on the path that you were originally going on. They're gonna stall you. That's what they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm finding out all this information, right? And look, the lady just called me and she was like, we just called to see if you haven't fallen through the cracks. It was an outpatient agency, right? And the reason they got me in there, right, was because I was having domestic issues with my family, right? Where they were concerned about they were concerned about like, you know, why I wasn't cohabitating with the family and stuff like that. Like it was those type of things. And I also had got picked up one time when I was downtown in Michigan. I was downtown and they picked me up on a service call because I had fell asleep at a bus station. So that's what they have me on right now. And they have me going to these outpatient meetings all the time. And I can't get out of this stuff. Like the county, right? The county in Detroit, right? As people know it, is Wayne County, right? They have me under orders where I have to see outpatient, right? I have to see a coordinator, a nurse, to get a mood enhancer shot. You know what I'm saying? Like who has to go through stuff like that, right? And I'm in court this entire time and I'm telling them like, you know, here go my DNA results. Like what y'all got to say about that? And they kept ignoring all of that information. So I just sent them my EIN paper, right, for taxation purposes, right? I just sent them that, and I told them, I said, I'm a part of a tribal government now. I received an email, I think like a day or two later, saying that my case has been put through in appeals court. So the next decision that I'm going to get is from appeals, and I'm going to have to see them. So I'm going to have to see what this is all about. And if they block it and they keep upholding that decision, what's going to happen is I'm going to have to go to Supreme Court. And it's a black judge sitting right now in Supreme Court who could reverse all the decisions that the lower courts have made. So I'm going to see what that's about. But like when you finding out all this information, they're going to try to bring up mistakes that you incurred in the past. That's what they're going to try to do. They don't want you to have different jurisdiction. Like if I come in there and I say something like, you know, I'm Nigerian or something like that, like they're supposed to respect that. That means I'm claiming double convenience, as you want to call it, right? I'm claiming double, whatever you want to call it, right? I'm claiming a double anonymity. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm claiming double anonymity. That means I don't want anything to do with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that making it harder on me like right now. And you know, it's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's sad right now because like She called you. They making it very difficult on me like right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad or anything like that, but like what I'm seeing is I'm finna figure this out. That's exactly what I'm about to do. I'm about to figure this out. And it's not going to be difficult because I have the right information on my side. I have the right information on my side, right? Look, if I come in, I say, right, I have my taxation papers, right, my EIN number. It's slated with the federal government. I have my EIN number. And then I come in there and I say, look, I got my DNA. They have to honor that. And this is more proof right here. If I come into court and say, well, here go my people right here. Their last name is Early and they Choctaw. They're Freedmen, they're by blood, they're Cherokee, they're Creek, they're Wyandotte. They have to respect that. You know what I mean? They have to respect that. So I don't know what year this is from, but you can see they're on there. I don't know what year this is from, but they're on there. 30 matches. 30 matches. So, you know, it'll be difficult though, like when you're trying to prove, and say like, you know, you're a direct descendant of one of these people. That's going to be difficult. You know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact, whether they're white or black, I know for a fact I'm a distant relative to some of these people or all of these people because they got the last name Early. That's what I'm noticing. So I just need to find out where's the descendancy at, right? Through a grandfather or a grandmother. That's what I need to find out. And we don't have pictures and stuff like that, so that'll be kind of hard to figure out. Because like if you can just take a picture and go on a biometric site, you can kind of see, okay, if this person distinct to the Australit people, are they distinct to the Bantu people, like who are they distinct to? And you can kind of go from there. But, you know, we're going to figure this out. You know, I'm not going to let the courts, you know, I'm not going to let the courts stain what I have going on. I'm not going to let them do that. Because I know a lot of them have personal interest in destroying what a lot of us seek out to do. So I do notice that, but I'm not gonna let that affect us one bit. And then you see right here it says Zora, and this person is a male. So I'm not sure if that's a mistake or what, but I don't know. But just the fact that they got the last name on there, that says a lot. That says a lot. I like that. We're going to figure this out, though. But that's all I want to say. Do not let this political system tear you down. Do not let this political system get in your way. Keep going forward. Do not stop. That's all I pretty much want to say, because they can't stop us if we're united. They can't stop us. You know what I mean? Like, we have our papers together. We have who we are together. We have our DNA. A lot of them don't want to accept DNA, but, you know, we're going to keep moving forward with our DNA. That's how we're going to do it. And we're going to come out victorious on the other end, because we're going to win either way it goes. Great peace. Yakoki.